Guys, just a quick video on tuck pointing using a Portland 2-to-1. Just making sure there's no lumps in there. Dust brush, little water. I like to just mist it a little bit. And 2 different pointing keys. I always tell people to keep the mud the same size as the key. Now because there's an arch here, I'm going to have to backhand it. Just trying to get it in there and pack it out to where it's only about an 1/8 inch to a 1/4 inch. See, if you keep the cement nice and neat and about the same width as the key, you should be able to get it on there and it goes into a point every time. A nice straight point. It all depends. You can do the cross joints at the same time. I usually do, just so it's all done, or you can wait until it sets up. Because you're leaving it recessed, they're a little harder to do at the same time, but I like to do them at the same time just so I can go back over it and leave a perfect line. Just like that. Sure you get in there good. If you see that's uneven, you just put a little bit on there and bring it out. You just let it over pour in the corner and then just cut it off. It's a historical building, so it has to be really neat. Nothing on the brick. So now I've got the backhand again because I'm right-handed. Because if you don't backhand it, you just have nothing for it to stick to. Just gotta get it in there, swipe it. You want to just keep pushing it in there as far as you can, because it is deep. Try to get in there really, really far. So don't worry about that. Then you have something to work off of. And once you get far enough away, you just go back over it a little bit. Keep the hawk under here so you don't drop nothing, hit anybody. That's why I use a big hawk. I'll learn how to just use the hawk. Getting it on the key, the whole trick is really just, it's not really the key. It's not this hand, it's the hawk hand. Yeah, the hawk. But this is the main tool you'd want because you can get back in there really far. See how deep it is. Plus you have two sides. Even this one, two sides. One of the main things is waiting to brush it. You have to wait till it sets up. That's how you can get them perfect. Do them all at the same time. Making sure it's filled in good. Especially the top here. So I'm trying to do it low so I can't see, but making sure that top gets sealed good. And if you can, you'd want to put it on a little bit of an angle this way, so if water gets in there, it'll run off. You don't want it to go this way, you want it to come out. Then all that little stuff here, the brush takes care of that. Horsehair brush. It's the main thing. I mean, you can use a paintbrush if you have to, if it's really soft bristles, but key is the brush, is waiting for it to just set up where like these little pieces here will be kind of hard. They'll just fall off. So it's not ready. So we'll just wait and I'll show you. Now I'm going to brush this spot here, let it set up. Just want to get in there good, that's all. Did a couple joints to where I left the cross joints exposed, just to show you that for a first timer or somebody it's a little easier. You have to let it set up though first. If it's not set up, it doesn't matter. Making sure you clean your key every time, because the problem is you'll have cement on there and then you'll put it right here on the face of this brick. So every single time before you take a swipe, clean your key. So it'll have something to bite to. If it was flat pointing, if I was bringing it out all the way flush to the both sides of the brick, it'd be a lot easier to do the cross joints. You would do them right at the same time. But for somebody, you know, the trick is holding that key on an angle, not swiping that brick that's under it. If you swipe that brick, I'll show you, because I'm up high and I'll wipe it off. See? You get stuff on the face of that brick. You don't want that. This stuff here is just from somebody who patched it, I guess, years ago. But yeah, that's the other way you can do your cross joints. Just making sure you don't get it on the face of the brick. See how it's still moving up there because it's still wet. Just to show you. But if you let it set up and then you just do your cross joints, it'll be easier for you. Like I said, just make sure the mix is good. Use a Portland or something full strength. Don't use ready mix or anything you pre-mix or anything like that. You want to get the sand and cement 2 to 1. And like I said, the main thing is when you have the cement on your hulk, make sure it's the same width as that key. Then you'll get a point every time. Don't try to take much. Don't try to put it on the whole key. Just on the tip of the key. Just the tip. Well, like 1.5 inches to maybe 2 inches. That's it. Like I said, don't forget about brushing. That's the key. All that perfection. So we're 5 stories up. So as long as we get it to seal, you know, that's all. But we still want to do a nice, neat job. They say high work ain't high work, but I'm standing right here. I can see it. So that's how you do it. It's not too hard.